Hey everyone, Camille here from 88 Fitness Training. Welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to go through the differences between chin-ups and pull-ups. So if you ever wanted to know what the main differences are, the benefits, how to perform it, and then how to work it into your fitness routine, then stay tuned. This is the video for you. Alright, so a lot of times there can be confusion when you have pull-ups and chin-ups in your fitness routine. And that comes with people using the term interchangeably, but they are two distinct exercises because of how they're performed. So we'll start with the pull-up. The pull-up is done with an overhand grip, which means your palms are facing away from you. And because of that, it's going to emphasize, of course, the lats, because it's a back exercise, but also the upper mid-traps, rhomboids, and rear delts. And we'll talk through the chin-up in a little bit. But because of that overhand grip again, it's really going to emphasize those upper back muscles on your back. So when you do this exercise, you're going to start at shoulder width, just like this. Again, palms are facing away from you. And then you're going to pull your elbows down to the side, just like that. Stretch, squeeze. Ideally, you want your face to come up to the bar or slightly higher than, and squeeze. And you really want to focus on form. You want to control the motion. You don't want to overly arch the back. So think about keeping that neutral spine. And you really want to initiate the motion with the shoulders and pulling the elbows straight down to your side. So the pull-up, the arm position again, palms facing away from you, and you're pulling down at the side. So the pull line's in line with your body, which will be a little different than the chin-up, which you'll learn in a second. So the chin-up. The chin-up's a little different because we're going to start with the palms facing us like this. And your arms are also in front of your body, opposed to being out at the side with the pull line to the side like this. So because of the hand position and the arms being in front of the body, you're going to have a whole lot more bicep activation. Just holding my arms here, you can see my bicep is flexed right there. So you're going to have a whole lot more bicep, and even your pecs are going to do a whole lot more work than when you're out here like this. So again, the lats are still working, but you have a whole lot more bicep, pec, and even shoulder activation with the arms being out front of the body. So let's go ahead and do a few of these. So again, your hands are usually shoulder width or slightly closer to in. Your palms are going to be facing towards you. And then you're going to pull those elbows down and back, clearing the chin above the bar. So again, stretch, pull the elbows down and back. Bring in your face above the bar. Again, you're going to feel those biceps working, there's no doubt. They are definitely activated when you're pulling like that. So it's a little different again than having your elbows rotated backwards at your sides. Alright, now that you know that there's definitely a difference between pull-ups and chin-ups and you know how to perform them, let's compare and contrast a little bit. So again, with the pull-up, you're getting a whole lot more lat and upper back. So it's a really great strength building exercise. And from a biomechanical perspective, what you're seeing is you're seeing a whole lot of shoulder abduction, and that's why it's such a great back exercise. Whereas the chin-up, again, you're getting a whole lot more recruitment from the biceps, so people usually find this variation a little easier actually than the pull-up, and that's because of the shoulder extension that you're biomechanically feeling. So again, in terms of which one's better or not, worse, they're both really great exercises, especially if you're trying to build up upper body strength. But the question then begs, where do you place this in your workout, right? Because they're both really great back exercises. So for me personally, what I like to do is I like to place the pull-up into my back day. Again, you're really using the lats, it's more lat dominant, you're getting the upper, lower trap, rear delt, so everything on this posterior side for the upper body. So it's a really great exercise to round out your back day. Now the chin-up, A lot of times I place this into my arm day because of how much bicep activation. You probably heard me and James say it a few times. The chin-up is truly one of the only compound exercises you can do for the biceps. So placing it in your arm day makes sense. But regardless, do both of them because they're both really great exercises. So before we close out this video, just a word of caution on injury prevention. A couple things you need to be aware of is one, shoulder injuries. It requires a lot of shoulder stability. Again, we talked about the fact that you're using shoulder adductions, shoulder extension. So you really need to make sure that you have a good, solid, strong base when it comes to shoulder stability before trying either one, the pull-up or the chin-up. The other thing too is elbow tendonitis. If you start cranking out high volumes of chin-ups and pull-ups, you're going to get tender in these elbows. So one, warm them up really good before you go in and do these. Definitely don't go out to the gym and first things first, hit that set. So warm up those joints. And then two, you might not want to place the pull-up and the chin-up in the same exercise like I talked about. Maybe split them up. Put one in your arm day, one in your back day, so you're not getting overuse injuries. Because let me tell you, elbow tendonitis is nothing to mess with. It's painful. So definitely make sure you're at an adequate level and everything's warmed up and feeling good before you start this. Now, pull-ups are hard, chin-ups are hard. You might not come right out the gate cranking out 6 to 12 of these things. So if you're looking to improve your pull-up and chin-up performance, we have just the video for you. So I'll put up a card for you. Take a look at that. But we'll have lots of great exercises in that video to increase your pull-up performance. So, all right, just as a recap, we went through the differences between the chin-up and the pull-up, which the primary difference is the grip. Pull-ups, you have this pronated overhand grip, whereas chin-ups, arms in front, supinated. So both have pros and cons. They're both great exercises, so definitely work them in and get those gains. All right, y'all, check out our other awesome videos in our back playlist. And as always, like and subscribe. Camille, 88 Fitness Training.